Hello, dear student. I am Mr. Ashish Uddhav Shende, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, Rashtrapita Mahatma Gandhi Arts, Commerce and Science College, Savli. Today, I am going to explain the new topic that name is moment of inertia. Before the discussion over the moment of inertia, now the simple introduction about the rigid body or rigid object. A rigid body or rigid object is one that is non-deformable. That means it do not change its shape and size because of the relative location of all particles making up the object remain constant, and all real objects are deformable to some extent, but the rigid body or rigid object is very useful in many situations where the deformation is negligible. This simplification allows analysis of the motion of an extended objects. ओके, सो रिजिड बॉडी जो होती है वो नॉन डिफॉर्मेबल होती है, जिसके हर एक पार्टिकल एक फिक्स पोजीशन पे फिक्स होते हैं, एंड मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया स्टडी करने के लिए रिजिड बॉडी जो है वो बहुत ही यूज़फुल होती है. सो व्हाट इज़ द मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया? इफ सपोज दैट अगर कोई एक बॉडी कंसिडर कर लेंगे विच हैविंग एनी शेप, ओके, दिस बॉडी हैविंग total mass m. Now the body mass is distributed in n number of point of masses at different position. So for the movement or motion of this body, and this body is a rigid body, is having one axis of rotation. About and this axis of rotation, this body will be moved. But we consider here the each and every particle having mass m1, m2, m3, so on up to mn. Okay, because of there is n number of particle is consist. Now, what is the moment of inertia? Suppose I will consider here one point mass for a single particle. The definition of the moment of inertia which having the particle having mass m, so and it located at a distance that is small r, then the moment of inertia is defined as it is the product of mass and the square of the distance, that distance from the axis of rotation up to the location of that particle. Okay, so the equation will be shows that the moment of inertia is indicated by I, the mass of particle, that means that point mass is m, and the distance from the axis of rotation is r. Okay, so the moment of inertia is I is equal to m into r square. Okay, so we consider here now the moment of inertia simply said that it is the product of mass and square of the distance from the axis of rotation. Okay, now the another term is radius of gyration. What is the radius of gyration? As similar to moment of inertia. What is the moment of inertia? We discuss here I, that is the moment of inertia, is equal to mass into square of the distance from the axis of rotation. Now the radius of gyration. Radius of gyration is the distance from the axis of rotation at which the whole mass of the body were supposed to be concentrated, so as to have the same moment of inertia as that of the body about the axis of rotation. Suppose we consider here this is the rigid body and this is the axis of rotation. Okay, if I consider here this, at this position the whole mass of this body is supposed to be concentrated. Okay, that whole mass that shows by capital M. Okay, now this whole mass of this body which will be concentrated at this point, and this point is at the location from the axis of rotation which will be indicated by K. So what is the radius of gyration? Radius of gyration is that K is equal to under root of I by M. Okay, that means moment of inertia is what? I is equal to M into K square. But K is what? Radius of gyration. And we have to find out the radius of gyration. That means this M is shifted towards here and this square root will be taken here. So that K is equal to under root of I by M, where I is indicated that the moment of inertia, M that is the mass of the body, and K is what? Radius of gyration. Now the physical significance of moment of inertia. That physical significance, it is comparably to the uh, it is comparably in translation motion and rotational motion. Okay, so the physical significance of moment of inertia, according to the Newton's first law of motion. We know that the Newton's first law of motion, if any body which is in its state of rest or of uniform motion, unless it is compelled by some external force. Okay, that means what? Whenever no force can be exerted on any body which is in the rest position or in the uniform motion, then that body is in the rest or uniform motion by itself. Okay, similarly, the inability of the material body to change its state of rest or of uniform motion by itself is called as inertia. Inertia is the fundamental property of the matter. Moment of inertia is the mass of property of rigid body that determines the torque torque needed for decide the angular acceleration. In translation motion, there is a linear acceleration, but in rotational motion, there is an angular acceleration about an axis of rotation. Then, in translatory motion, the mass of the body, the mass of the body measure the coefficient of inertia. Measure the coefficient of inertia, and hence the physical significance of the moment of inertia of a body about an axis of rotation of the mass of the body in space about the axis, that greater the mass concentrated away from the axis, then the greater the moment of inertia. For example, take a baseball club. If you rotate it by holding the handle, you have to put in more effort than when you rotate it by holding it at the hitting end. Hence, the moment of inertia plays the same role in rotational motion as that of mass in translation motion. यानी कि मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया इन रोटेशनल मोशन में उसी तरह से काम करता है जैसे ट्रांसलेशन मोशन में मास काम करता है. ओके. Thus, the moment of inertia in the rotational motion is comparable to the mass in translational motion because it plays a similar function in rotational motion as the mass plays in in translational motion. So this is a differentiation in translation motion and rotational motion. Okay. So in translation motion, first quantity is what? Linear momentum. First quantity is what? Linear momentum. The linear momentum is indicated by P. That means P is equal to mass into velocity. But in rotational motion, whenever body is rotated about an axis of rotation, in case of translation motion, mass will be replaced by moment of inertia and linear velocity will be changed by angular velocity. Hence, the angular momentum is indicated by L is equal to I into omega. That is where I is moment of inertia and omega is what? Angular velocity. Okay. Now, second quantity is what? In translational motion, force. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. But in rotational motion, that force will be converted into torque, and that torque is equal to I into alpha, where I is moment of inertia and alpha is what? Angular acceleration. In translation motion, A is a linear acceleration, but in rotational motion, alpha is a angular acceleration. Similarly, in translational motion, kinetic energy is equal to half into mv square. But in rotational motion, kinetic energy is equal to 1 by 4 into mass into square of velocity. Okay. So these are the different in translation motion and rotational motion whenever body is in motion. Thank you.